Well, let me give you a tour of a typical Alaskan highway roadside campsite. So Alaskan highway is right there, right along, like literally right there. So it's not like super private. Oops. But you come in off this access road, which is pretty typical. There's a river, and then after the bridge, there's a little access road. Typically, there's some kind of forest hunters camp that's obstructed by a tree. You've already seen the river spot there. We pulled in right by this telephone pole and got the thermocells going. There's a nice little fire pit. There is some rubbish with some glass in that thing, but there's a pre-made primitive fire pit there. Nice little place that I'm sure everybody went pee in. And nice little view of the river here. Lovely view of the river. This water noise is gonna drown out the highway noise for sure. And I'll probably back in a little bit further before I go to bed, or maybe after I hang up this phone and put the dog away. But I could back right over top of this so I'm not walking around it. Maybe just back it up. When you're finding a campsite, you always are thinking about this kind of stuff, like where am I going to park? Is it level? Can I get? It's an interesting direction that dish decided to point, which was south. I'm used to it pointing north, but not expecting any neighbors this evening. There's a pull out every few miles basically, so you really don't need to pay for a spot if you don't want to. And I used all my Canadian cash at the gas station in Teslin because their credit card machine was down, so I had to use the rest of my Canadian, what are they called? Loonies? I had to use the rest of my loonies to pay for gas and a sandwich this afternoon, so now I'm down to like 40 Canadian that I might have to use for the next 2 nights as we make our way down the Cassiar Highway.